Okay, here's a news flash. Men have been created with a competitive nature. Now, this isn't a bad thing. No matter what kind of pressure society puts on us as men, we don't need to be afraid of our competitive nature. When you're a competitive man, you're a better man. So what we're going to learn today is how to take your competitive nature and use it to make you the best man you can be. Let's jump in. I can get competitive at times. I'm like any other man. One time I was with my brother-in-law and our families were together and we started playing in their pool and we started playing this little Nerf basketball right there in the pool. And I'm telling you, I got way into it. And people started banging, so I started banging. I started going up and slamming and I took it probably a little bit too far. Now, we did win, and that was kind of the important part. But yeah, I got a little too competitive and got into it too much. And that's what we do as men. We get into things. But that's not a bad thing. And I don't think men should run away from their competitive nature. It's really part of who we are, and it makes us better as men in the long run. Today, the term toxic masculinity has been one that's been used to kind of beat men down, to make them feel like they should be less than what they are. You see, a lot of men and boys today are less competitive because they've been told don't be competitive. But that's a natural part of who we are as men. You are to be competitive as a man. And if you stop being competitive, you're going to lose a part of who you are as a man. And what a lot of guys do today is they just kind of hide that competition in other things. Now, that doesn't mean you've got to be a jerk as a man. It doesn't mean you have to put other people down and climb over them. That's not what I'm talking about. What we have to learn to do is learn how to focus our competitive nature. When you focus your competitive nature, you'll become the best man you can be. The first thing you can do to focus your competitive nature is embrace your competitive nature. Men are competitive by nature. We can make anything into a contest. One time when I was young, we were cleaning up this area and we made these giant tape balls from duct tape. And we started bowling with them, setting up our own pins, trying to see who was the best tape bowler. That's just part of who we are. But we shouldn't be afraid of it as men. The problem is when we allow our competitive nature to just define us. You see, that's when a guy becomes the jerk. He becomes the guy who climbs over people. When your competitiveness becomes your purpose, that's the problem. You see, competitiveness is a part of us as men, but it isn't our purpose. It drives us and it helps us toward our purpose, but it's not our purpose. And when men embrace competitiveness as their purpose, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes those guys who hurt a lot of other people. What you want to do is embrace your competitive nature, but you want to own it. You don't want to let it own and control you. As a man, you're the boss of your competitive nature. And you have the power in your life to control it. And when you do, you'll gain a lot more power to live your life. Hey, I just was talking about tape bowling. Have you ever been in some weird contest with other men where you just made something goofy a contest? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what kind of weird contest you came up with as men. The second thing you want to do as a man is seek game film of your life. You see, as a man, to be competitive and use it, what you want to do is get solid feedback in your life. Great athletes are always studying how they perform. They're watching film, they're getting feedback. They crave that feedback, that tape, to show them what they were doing. And what you have to do as a man is learn how to get feedback in your life. That way you can take that competitive nature of yours and use it the right way. What you'll do is ask for that feedback from maybe other people. But the number one way to get that feedback is self-reflection. Other people can give you feedback, but a lot of times your self-reflection is where you get the best feedback. And self-reflection is a lost art to many men today. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to contemplate. And what you have to do is find a way to do it. And what a lot of people do is they avoid it. They say, well, contemplation's a big word. I don't want to do that. But if you want to live a life of meaning and purpose, you've got to learn how to contemplate. Because it's in that contemplation you're going to reflect and you're going to see the game film of yourself. And what you'll do is you'll also open yourself up to learn how to have those people you trust give you feedback. Because you'll crave that feedback. Because it's part of your competitive nature. You want to be better. So when you enlist other people, when you self-reflect, you're going to become a better man. And you want to get those people who do life with you, who know you. They'll give you the best feedback. Hey, come join us. We're a community of men who want to be better. The Confident Man community is all about living our adventure as men. Click subscribe and you won't miss a video, and you can join us as we grow together. Okay, the third thing you want to do is you want to seek to win over your greatest rival. You see, your greatest rival is you. And what you have to do is fight to explore and engage your full potential as a man. What you have to do is kind of push yourself to overcome that part of you that just wants to do nothing, that enjoys comfort and passiveness. And a lot of men today are getting so caught up in passiveness and comfort that they've lost that competitive nature that they have. You see, your fight isn't really about others. It's not about, can I be better than him? Can I be better than him? Can I make more money than him? If you're only living to beat others, you've actually given them the control of your life. You don't control your life anymore. They do. Because whatever they do, you want to do. So they own you. They control you. Because what you're doing is you're not really living for your own purpose. You're living for them. Because you're focused on them. And so your competitive nature is really turned the wrong way. What you want to do is focus on who you are and reaching the fullest of your potential in every area of your life. Now, other people can motivate you. You can try to be better. You can learn from them. But you want to be your very best. You want to be your best physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And it's a battle. And it only happens when you focus on being your best and not trying to beat out someone else. Hey, to help you grow as a man and become more confident, check out the Confident Man podcast. It's on your favorite podcasting platforms, the Confident Man podcast. Now, when I think of competitions and weird competitions, I think of things like the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship. Have you ever seen that? You've seen a bunch of people sit there and they're trying to eat all the hot dogs they can in a certain amount of time. It's weird, it's funny, and we watch it every year. The thing is, as a man, what you want to do is find those areas of competition that make you great. I'm not saying you're going to be a hot dog eater. You might be. But there's areas in your life that you're great at. There's areas that you can be the best at. And what you want to do is find those areas and focus your energy into them, and you'll be the man you were designed to be.